Climbing is a sport where it's all about movement. It's really about understanding of how far you can push the body and setting routes to make people do that and just see them try and figure it out. It just gives you a real big kick. You go move by move, see what works, see what doesn't, see what we can refine. Just keep tweaking until it's perfect. And then now we put it out. Like just finding that right handhold to do the moves that you want. That's a good thing about working here.
To me, I'm doing like more bouldering. So you get probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, bouldering area in Singapore. And furthermore, they're paying a lot of attention to route setting.
Climbing around in South Africa and in London, I can definitely say that Onsight has some really competitive routes.
Of course, Onsight is the biggest gym in Singapore. Onsight kind of has everything that you need to actually get better in climbing, whether it's the walls, there's different kind of angle of walls, and there's a lot of equipment around here, like the hangboards around here, like the TRX. So Onsight itself has everything that every climber needs to get better.
Yep, I'm studying sports science in Republic Poly, and you can learn while climbing rather than in class. Coming here is more fun. The staff are nice. If I commit any mistakes, they are ready to help me better myself and teach me good values while working here.
Like the people here are really friendly and always happy to help. And we are working as a team. You are never alone. So that's why I'm actually looking for every day, to just see the smile that Onsight put on our customers' faces. I think they play a big role in my life.
It's really the people, it's the environment. It's watching people just keep going at it over and over again, and you know, like seeing different people try different things, watching people of all body types, body shapes, sizes really just figure their way out through a route, and yeah, that's pretty amazing.
by our official venue sponsor, our Tampines Hub as well. So yes, we are a project led by People's Association, and it's fosters and an integrated community and lifestyle. So this place where you're standing on now used to be the former Tampines Stadium and Tampines Sports Hall. So built in one
Good evening to all our people who are right now tuning in on a YouTube live stream brought to you by Live Studios. And right now we are awaiting for our open finals to start. So right now the crowd is building up. So a lot more people here at the grandstand sitting and some people on the grass patch. So right now our route setter from Onsight are calling out the climbers for the observation.
So what happens is all these climbers get a short 3 minutes to look at the tiles that they are going to tackle very, very soon for the finals open. And of course, the ladies and gentlemen that you see on screen right now, they are the strongest of the strong climbers that we have for this year's Pumpfest 2017. They include climbers Gavin, Ken, Guan, Taki, Dennis, as well as Kenneth for the guys, and Puntarika, Vanessa, Li Ting, Jeanette, Farah, and of course Eunice for the ladies. It's actually it's been a long day of climbs for them, especially for the ladies who made it through the open semifinals just this morning. So they've been climbing a lot today as well as yesterday as well, making sure that all the climbers around them.
And of course, her partner pair will be Kenneth Lim.
So just now being introduced Eunice and Kenneth. And right now there is Farah.
And her partner will be Dennis Chua from All Sports Equipment, Climbering and Physio Kit.
And there we also have Dennis Chua, who will be our second climber for the guys. For the girls right there we have Janet Go. And all the way from Malaysia we have Taki. So here we are, familiar face from Climb Asia, Li Ting. And we also have Goan Lee. Our next set of climber is Vanessa Teng from Kinetics Climbing and SMU. And from NTU we have Ken Sia. And our last set of climbers would be Puntarika from Thailand. She's also known as Mean, so that's her nickname. And of course, a familiar face in the finals, we have Gavin. All these climbers, they would have about 3 minutes and a half each to tackle the problems on the wall, and it will be in a rotation format. So at any one point in time, there will be only 2 climbers on the wall, each of them tackling the problems one at a time. So what happens is, for these climbers, for a lot of these climbers, it's not their first time on the finals. So while it's not the first time for a lot of them, some of them are actually quite unfamiliar with the open rotations format. And it's quite interesting to see how all these climbers keep going on and on the wall, just making it look so easy each time. So time and again I actually review the old videos of them climbing, and I just get so impressed every single time. Yeah, so right now in this observation, they can look at the routes and they can hold the starting tile. They're not allowed to hold any other tiles, just the starting tile. So I think each route will have about a minute for them to look. And later on, we will be able to see them climb one by one, because it's not really the rotation format that we have seen in other finals. It's quite different. So we will wait. So for, let's say, for the first route for the female climbers, we will have to see all the female climbers finish that. So we will be able to concentrate.
So all eyes will be on each of them. So your attention will not be divided. You will just have your entire attention based on them. It's actually added pressure because they themselves know that all the attention will be on them.
So looking at all these tiles right now, I mean, I don't even want to call them tiles. They just look volumes to me because they're really huge. I mean, we can see these 2 huge volumes on the right side of the screen, and so on the lower volume right there, there is actually a few tiles, the white tiles.
But those tiles they're not very friendly tiles anyway. And there's this little black tape in between the 2 routes. It's actually a demarcation point.
So if any of their limbs get past that demarcation point, they will be asked to come down.
Yeah.
Which is a huge waste, especially for opens, because in opens the fight is always very, very close, especially since every single attempt counts, every single bonus, every single top counts. And then it becomes a little stressful, especially with time counting down, as we have all seen in the previous finals. So if you're making your way down to Tampines, hurry up. The good seats are taken, but there are still plenty of seats left. And of course, the open finals would take a little time, but no worries, because all attention will be based on each of them. They will give you the best show that they can have for this evening.
So we really want to take Onsight Climbing Gym because of them they actually sponsored our live stream that is brought to you by Live Studios. And embracing technology, we also have live scoring, so you just have to go to pumpfest.crib.rocks. So that's pumpfest.crimp.rocks. So you can see who will be the climbers, who are the climbers that are on the wall, and what are the scores are. And speaking of Onsight Climbing Gym also has an online store called Rock, Stock and Barrel. So it's a go-to place to shop for your gears and get Onsight climbing classes from the comfort of your smartphone. You don't even have to leave your house. The only time you need to leave your house is if you're going to the gym and you're going to climb. And we also want to thank Climb Asia, because they're the one who built this wall, making sure that we have the incline wall, the flat wall,
A huge variety of walls to try on. So yeah, without a good wall, you can't even have all your routes. So a great shout out to Climb Asia. And of course, the Climb Asia, they themselves have some athletes, such as Li Ting, who will be competing representing CA, which is Climb Asia itself. And of course, the Pumpfest event is held by ODEC. It's organized by NTU ODEC. And of course, in collaboration with the University Mountaineering Club from NTU, bringing you all these exciting events. So our planning has gone since the start of the year, and it has been everybody's been really excited, and this is only the start of the climbing season. We're gonna see a lot of other climbers very, very soon.
Yeah.
In Boulder Active coming up very, very soon, as well as in fact SUTD Crux is happening next week.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna see Farah again there. So Farah's actually taking part in the SUTD Crux next week. And of course the Boulder Active, and of course Transcend's another event held by NTU UMC. So make sure to go down and support them. And of course, whether you're a climber or not, there is always the events such as the team events that you can take part in. Because it's not about how good you are in the climb, it's more about how you enjoy yourself as you grow with the people in the climbing community. So as you yourself a climber this morning, Patrice, I hope any advice for all the potential climbers out there?
I mean, these climbers, these finalists are more seasoned than I am. That's why they're over there and I'm not. But it's okay. I think one thing they really have, right, what I noticed when I'm observing them, is they're really composed at the back. They might be nervous, but I think they use that energy to propel them forward rather than to hold them back. So it's really important to have that clear mindset. I mean, it's natural for every competition to feel nervous, to feel anxious, to have certain expectations of yourself. But what's important is to not let the fear rule you at the end of the day.
In any sport, if you actually get demoralized by anything in any sport, it becomes very daunting, really. Yeah. And of course, climbers, as they observe the routes, they are only allowed to touch the first tile.
Yeah.
And anything else beyond that is actually a attempt counted. So climbers are very, very aware of this.
Oh, this route.
It's a beetle. It's like a beetle.
There's a huge globe, right? Half a sphere right there on the wall.
It's rounded. You do see edges here and there, but whether you're not with us, whether or not you see it very clearly, you know it very well that it's not an easy feat, especially since it's on an incline. And so far, all the finals have always had inclines that pose a huge problem for that. But of course, these really strong climbers would give us a huge show today.
And right now our climbers are heading back to the isolation. So the observation time is over, and first climbers will come out soon.
It will be commencing very, very soon. So come on down to Tampines Hub, or grab your lunch, grab your dinner, come to here with us, and just sit down at the comfortable grandstand, and of course, you can see us. And it would be a very, very exciting day. Very exciting evening. Happy Father's Day to all of you out there.
Yes.
And of course, just bring your dad down and have this chance to see this one in a lifetime experience.
Introduce the spot to them, watch
Yeah.
here, and then go to Onsight climbing gym and try it out for
And
yourself.
Onsight Climbing Gym is just nearby. It's nearest about Aljunied or Mountbatten MRT. Walk away. It's going to be a very, very exciting day. So getting ready already is Eunice and Kenneth on their first route for the final.
So yes, the timing is called 4 minutes
It is.
plus infinity.
It's 4 minutes for each climber, but at the last second, if the climber has a last attempt,
She's still on the wall.
and the clock is past the 0 mark, and there's climbers still on the wall, then they are still allowed the attempt.
Yeah.
But once they come down, that will be the end of
exactly.
end of their round.
So actually I've seen it before, some finalists usually when they would usually count down the clock, they would rest, and then when they have, let's say, 10 seconds or 5 seconds left, they will continue the climb and make use of that advantage that is given to them.
Yes, so actually because the open routes are really, really much harder. So what happens is these last 5 seconds or 2 seconds even for them to start is very important, because sometimes 4 minutes to finish one route may be a little tight.
Yeah.
So a lot of them actually do take a breather and strategize before they go for their final attempt.
And right now they're just doing a few more tweaks to the route, making sure that everything is right. I mean, we always want to avoid technical faults, so our team from Onsight, our route setters, are making sure that our elite climbers will have a good experience on this category. So if you're looking right now, people are standing up, waiting for our first climbers to start.
And of course, there's a lot of seats at the grandstand, so make yourself comfortable. Wait, and you can see us.
So this is Pumpfest 2017
It is very, very exciting right here. Everybody is just waiting for the start.
So climbers are chalking up, getting ready.
And of course, all these climbers, the chalk that a lot of all the climbers get a free packet of chalk from our from our sponsors, Tokyo Powder Industries. And the best thing about that is the powder is really soft in your hands. At the same time, it smells really nice. And of course, right now starting is Kenneth. No hesitation right there from Kenneth and Eunice, just heading straight on and powering through. And just a quick attempt from Kenneth.
So for those who are watching at home or someone else right now, you are watching, just cheer for your friends or your family that are competing right here on the live chat, and give us a like. This live stream is brought to you by Live Studios, sponsored by Onsight Climbing Gym. Alright, so right now you can see some of our Pumpfest organizers brushing those tiles. They've been working really hard these past 4 days, making sure that the tiles are maintained. I mean, too much chalk will not be good, especially on those slopers on Route 4, the first route for the female climbers. They're slopey.
And what happens is, because all these routes, we have seen how volumes are one of the favorite tiles used in this comp. So what happens is that we have seen how U17 and the Inters and Novice have gone through the volumes. We're going to see how the Opens actually crush it on the volumes. I really admire how they make the volumes look so easy sometimes, but we know that it's not easy. Even on the screens itself, you can tell. I mean, it's like a lot of jelly beans right there, but it's so difficult to grasp it.
There's always this joke where sometimes you just have to hold volumes of slopers like they're jugs. You must change your mindset.
Slopers are jugs, and volumes are just smaller jugs. It's moving and on. It's in Kenneth.
So if you are not sure either, come over and
So
check
we
the
actually
Pumpfest
have
happening right
some
now at
people
Pumpfest
on the live
2017.
chat.
So yes,
And of course, if you are with us on YouTube, just do give a shout out to your favorite climbers and give your predictions to who will be the winning ones for the finals this time. And of course, with a little under a minute and a half, on the clock is Eunice and Kenneth. With 25 seconds left, not giving up. So even if the time goes past the 0 seconds, Eunice actually has at least another attempt. So knowing every attempt does count, kind of last 10 seconds, probably the last attempt. So Kenneth's got to make it count. And Eunice. And that will be a final attempt. That will be the last attempt for Kenneth. Well, Eunice, that's the end for Eunice. So moving on, next we have with us Farah as well as Dennis. So many of these climbers. So Dennis is actually one of our very regular finalists. We keep seeing him around, and in every competition he crushes it very well. A very powerful climber, and of course Farah. So Farah is she's actually injured. Her friend actually told us that she's currently still injured. But it is only her second open finals, and so we can see how much power she actually has. Just taking a time off on the volume, while Dennis just cruising in. So for Dennis, showing his contact strength right there, while Kenneth has a little of struggle, but Dennis is doing very well. And a very good start from Dennis. A quick bonus, of course. And Farah very well on the top. And well done for Eunice. First top from Eunice. Definitely gonna make things very difficult for the upcoming climbers. And no worries from Dennis is that he still has a lot of time and a lot more attempts to come. And Farah is just breezing off the first route, making it look really easy. And coming up, Dennis with a lot more attempts left. So it's a little bit of rain here, but no worries. It's a little drizzle, but this also means that once the last part of drizzle, it will be a very good weather for the evening. And while you are making your way here, or you can always just join us on YouTube, give us a like. So make sure you go down there and click like and subscribe, as we are going to bring you a lot more interesting in competitions coming up.
So climbing community are just huddling closer together.
And it's good
so
because
cozy.
you see how close all of them are. Everyone's just sharing umbrellas together.
So no rain is gonna stop us. We will continue.
We'll continue to bring you the best highlights of the event. And of course, all these while, just make sure you're comfortable. And then I'm just coming up very soon. Is Janet as well as Taki from All Sport.
because they don't know what the problems are like in front of them. So just look at those big items on the
So right now,
They are called handholds, they're called jugs.
Janet and Taki are looking at the problem, trying to figure it out, looking for the best way possible to do this route. So the thing about isolation format, even though they had the observation time, it's only 1 minute per route, so it's not enough time to fully assess on how well how they can execute it. So they have to pace themselves. I mean, they have 4 minutes plus, so you can't obviously you can't continue climbing right after the other. If not, you'll get too pumped, you'll get too tired. So sometimes you need to take a bit of a breather, maybe just half a minute, and just get into it.
Oh, look what heaven is pouring its blessings down on us on our open finals.
So I'm not sure if you can see behind Taki, it's actually raining right now.
Cheers and encouragement to our open final days.
But no worries with that, because we're all prepared to make sure that you get the best experience. You can always just join us on YouTube. Just watch us, because we're going to still continue to bring you the best events from Pumpfest right now.
Help from our spectators. Can you help us close the curtains as well if you're nearby? Make sure you are dry, make sure we are dry. So if the curtains are not closing.
And really sincere apologies right now. That was Jeanette on her first route of the day. Sorry, actually it was a little glitch right there, but we're gonna continue to bring you the best live stream. And then thanks to Onsight for bringing us this live stream and making it a possibility. And it's Janet on her first route. And meanwhile, we actually had Taki completing his route, but Janet making very steady progress.
She has gotten the bonus right now, so is trying to make her way to the end. So, like I said just now, these tiles are not.
Yeah, they are
not
very
good.
oriented in a way where it's very biased.
So they really need to maneuver the movement, the body in such a way that they get a good angle. And that's it for Janet. So next up.
Next up is Li Ting from CA, Climb Asia.
And Goan.
And Goan. So CA's actually brought us the wall. So the walls that you see here, we've got a huge shout out to Climb Asia for bringing us such a interesting wall.
So right now we are still on the first route, but I mean you can still check out our live scoring at pumpfest.crimp.rocks to see how it's going so far. I mean, right now nothing is settled yet.
Yeah, so, we're only halfway through.
Yeah, exactly, on the first route.
Just with Goan and Li Ting. Very steady progress, Li Ting. So actually Li Ting's favorite moves are the lock move and
heel hooks and
heel
toe
hooks
hooks.
and toe hooks and very controlled. And she's a very strong lead climber actually.
Speaking of Climb Asia, whenever she's at Climb Asia, she usually climbs the roof, which is on the first floor.
which
the
is
first floor
very
before.
impressive.
Yeah, it's really inclined.
And
so
just look
it's
at
really
her,
hard.
she's just resting, very easily resting on the route on a very disoriented kind of volume.
Yeah, so she really chucked up there, just asleep, but she still has plenty of time. 3 minutes.
Plenty of time.
A lot of time.
I mean, if she's able to smoothly latch onto the volume, following routes would definitely be nothing much of a problem for her. And of course, to divert attention to the Route 1 with Guo An. So far Dennis is the one that's gone furthest on Route 1, if I'm not mistaken. But oh no, I'm sorry, Taki's actually finished it. Apologies for that, Taki's actually finished it. So of course that will be a very good run on the leaderboard for the rest of the climbers coming up. But Guo An,
I mean, every attempt really counts. I mean, they were scoring in number of tops, number of attempt to top, number of bonus, and attempt to bonus. So each climbers will have 3 routes. So it definitely matters on how many you can finish it. I mean, the best way is to finish it all.
and of course with a lot of time left, let's see how it works out. And Li Ting, very strong contact there.
Slowly inching her way, even though the end tile is within arm's length. It's not easy. You have to make sure you hold it for more than 2 seconds with both hands. It must be a stable end. So you can really see her forearm working her way, inching her body. That's important in climbing, that movement. Just missing it by a bit. I mean, like I said, you need 2 hands. So just because you have your 1 hand on the answer doesn't mean that it's
you gotta
for
get
sure.
2 hands.
Yes.
So what happens is a lot of these climbers actually brush onto the towel. So they actually have a lot of them, a lot of controversies happen when you brush the towels while you end. So gonna see how they work it out. Guo An making progress. But actually the guys route, that diamond volume right there,
Yeah.
really difficult
no
to
tile
latch. There's nothing to latch on.
It's just really your contact strength that you need to use, get as much skin as possible. But the thing is, these climbers have been climbing the past few days, so I'm not sure if how much skin they have
especially
left.
the men. They've been climbing this morning, right early in the morning, bright and early. So it's really impressive to see how they actually find it out.
So right now, our climbers are counting down to the end, I think, strategizing, because this is a 4-minute plus climb. So if they are still on the wall, even though the 4 minutes is up, they can continue the climb, or until they finish, or until they fall off. So if Goan gets back there on the wall, he can give this one more go. He has 10 seconds. And I think for Li Ting, this might be her last attempt on this.
And Li Ting,
Just like just
this
now,
is gonna
she
be her
has
last
one hand.
attempt. I hope she gets it. It's her last attempt. Come on, Li Ting.
Everyone's holding their breath. I'm holding my breath.
I'm holding mine too. Because it's her last attempt.
There you go!
Li Ting.
She really made that 4+ count.
Yeah, because if she actually fails that attempt, it's gonna be really regrettable.
The pain will be right there. But she really did climb.
Yeah, because
Asia proud.
if you get the towel and you don't get it for the last second, it's gonna be the hugest regret you have of this Pumpfest 2017. And of course, coming up next is Vanessa, a very strong seasoned climber. Is Vanessa.
Facing off with the first problem, Vanessa Tay from Kinetics Climb.
And for all of you out there on the live chat, really sincere apologies for the glitch. It is actually because of the bad weather that we had to go off for a while. But really sorry for that. But well, we're back, and so hopefully you guys have a very good experience as you watch YouTube for the live stream. But of course, the main issue is, why are you not here? Why are you not here watching them climb? So of course, Kentia and Vanessa.
Wow, looking at Vanessa. Vanessa is on the second last style in less than a minute of her climb. I mean, we started our countdown at 4. I think this will be a
Wow,
flash.
that is. It's not just a flash, it's a very impressive flash from Vanessa.
With 1 minute.
Less than 1 minute. It's
I mean,
crushing right there.
I mean, did anyone tell Vanessa this is it's a bouldering competition, it's not speed climbing?
It's like speed bouldering.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be a very, very tight fight right there.
I mean, she bought herself more time to rest, so that's really good.
And of course, Ken's on the routes right there.
So for those who are watching right now and were totally mind blown by Vanessa, let us know, because we are.
Because we are definitely going crazy over her route attempt right now.
And right now we are looking at Ken. He's the president of...
He's the president of UMC, University Mountaineering Club. So more than
NTU,
half the club is actually here to cheer him on.
Yeah.
Because this is actually his first final.
Oh,
so we're all very excited. He's the new idol of our club.
Yeah. That's really impressive, and I think this is just the very beginning
Yes,
for his
this is definitely
finals
the very
career.
actually, the thing is, he just actually came back from Japan. And he's been came back from Japan from a climbing trip. So he visited a lot of climbing gyms in Japan. And I guess the experience really helped.
Yeah, definitely.
It helped a lot.
I mean, world-class climbing has been brought to our own country, but it also helps when you go out there and really look out for new things to bring back and just move the climbing community forward together. So right now, Ken has 1.5 minutes left on the wall.
And just looking. So it's amazing how any of these climbers, especially Taki actually, really apologetic for the little laps right there, but same time, it's a minute left, a little over a minute left right there. It's very interesting to see all these open climbers. So while it tests a lot of their strength and their technique, the volumes themselves test not only that, it's also about the confidence you have in latching on each volume.
I think just now when we were distracted by the rain, we also missed out Dennis.
Yes.
On Route 1. He actually flashed it.
So we are really sorry for that. It was it was
we were
bad
trying
weather.
to negotiate with the rain. So
we were trying to but either way, crushing it right now is Dennis.
So he's currently first, but we still have climbers who are still inside, so we can't say for sure who will be taking away the podium finish for this event.
And of course, Ken fighting his way through on his first open final.
So right now, make sure that you also keep up in our live scoring at Pumpfest.crim.rocks. So right now, for the girls, tied is Farah and Vanessa.
But that's it for Ken, his attempts on Route 1. As he saves more energy for the upcoming routes, it's gonna get harder and harder. And of course, the fan favorite is Asha Gavin from Climber Rate coming up next. And of course, the really impressive climber Puntarika from Thailand. 4 minutes on the clock for both of them. So Puntarika and Gavin.
Yeah. So Puntarika actually is a Thai national athlete from and sponsored by Chiang Mai Rock Climbing Adventure.
And very interesting to see the progress.
It's really nice to see when we have international climbers coming in, like our neighboring countries actually see Singapore as a destination to join, to go to. And if you are watching from international right now, not from Singapore, you're overseas, you're in Thailand, Malaysia, I mean the upcoming competitions, so do come to Singapore and see what it's like out here.
Yes, definitely, and it's just gonna be upcoming very soon. Pumpfest is just the start of the climbing comps season. Very soon. We're gonna see Puntarika. She's gonna make it difficult for the rest of the climbers, especially Vanessa, who has been very impressive right now.
Gonna give our climbers a run for their money.
Exactly, and especially since she qualified first, it wouldn't be very surprising. But every step of the way, we're gonna see how it goes because she's really very technical, very calm climber.
I mean, anything can happen in competitions.
Anything can happen. I mean, like Li Ting just proved to us that every second counts, every move counts, and of course Gavin
really
showing
us what
Punta Rica
contact strength is.
Yes, and Punta Rica with her toes, very impressive from there. She's a very technical climber, like I was saying. Very impressive, especially on the lead wall.
Yeah.
So she leads very well.
Yeah, recently I think at the end of last year, she actually went overseas for lead climbing training in the naturals. Yeah.
So and next up is with Gavin, still about 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
So these climbers are the elites of the climbing community. They've worked. Some of them have been climbing for years. Some of them are veteran of this sport, and some of them have already set foot in the international stage.
A lot of them are regular faces around. Just clutching on to it is Gavin. Very strong contact grip there.
Yeah.
But a little problem on the footing. Probably a little unable to find where to step on because the ledge is actually inclined, but the bottom ledge is actually an over roof. So a little difficult to find your footing if you're not sure where your tiles are.
But the thing about these climbers is they never say die. So they'll figure it out until they got it. So for those who are Gavin supporters, cheer him on. Just keep us updated on the live chat. Give us a like.
It is very exciting right here. So Gavin's brushing off the volumes himself because he knows very well that he can definitely hold on to the volume.
Yeah.
So now the issue is he has to find his best orientation. And of course, 45 seconds on the clock, more than enough time for at least 2 attempts.
Looking at the score for the guys, I've realized that if you can get the bonus, it's likely that you can also end the route. Because for the other climbers who were not able to start the route, they also couldn't get a bonus. Yeah, but for Dennis and Taki, once they
got onto the bonus,
yeah, they completed it.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, I
it's
think
really hard to figure.
So it's quite interesting. Usually in other categories, let's say intermediate or novice, the crux is usually in the middle of the climb. But for this particular problem for the guys, for the open man, the crux is at the beginning. So I mean, every move seems like the hard part of the route.
It's probably his last attempt. Gotta make it count. Oh no, that's Gavin for you from Climber Rig. And that's it for the first route for the men and women.
So our
coming
team
back
from
again.
Onsight are just gonna do some maintenance on the wall to add and remove some tiles for the second route. So Onsight Climbing Gym has been working tirelessly on this event. So more things about Onsight Climbing Gym. It is actually the biggest indoor climbing gym in Singapore. It actually has 2,000 square feet of bouldering surfaces and 43 lanes of climbing lanes with over 100 plus routes. So the nearest MRT to it is actually Mountbatten MRT. So if you're just starting out, you can also go to Onsight and ask for more information about the sport climbing courses, the coaching and training services, and you can also get your gears from there if you're just starting. And they carry brands like Tenaya Climbing Shoes, Tokyo Powder Industries Chalk, E9 apparels, and so on.
And of course, check out their partner sponsors, the RSB. And they always have a lot of very nice discounts going on. Because a quick replay on the exciting highlights for today, Punta Rica and Vanessa. Really crushing it on the Route 1 for the females. Very technical end right there for Punta Rica.
So right now we can see some of our viewers watching right now supporting your climbers. Please keep it coming up.
And it's just drizzling right now. The weather is gonna be better very soon. But you can see how excited everybody is trying to huddle together to watch the route because it's once in a lifetime. It's only gonna get better as each route goes on. Everyone is just crushing it on the walls and no rain's gonna stop us, and we're gonna bring you the best live streams around. And of course, just the quick maintenance from the Onsight route setters to bring you even more exciting routes. All these towels.
And Onsight also actually brought Live Studios interactive photography to us. So they're actually the pioneer and leader of live photography since 2003. So covering a lot of events such as these and also weddings. So this initiative in the climbing scene to bring live stream is actually of recently years, like past 2 or 3 years. And so they really provide solutions to enhance our experiences of the events. So you can actually check out their work at livestudios.com, and you can also follow them on their Facebook page, facebook.com/livestudios. And of course, what's important for our climbers is to have good climbing shoes. And Onsight actually sells Tenaya climbing shoes. So Tenaya is a Spanish company dedicated to producing mountain and climbing shoes, as well as other outdoor equipment. And it's based in Saudi Spain, in the regions of the longest tradition in shoe making. So they really make sure that the shoes that they are producing is high performing to match up our high performing climbers, definitely. So I think that our podium winners can look forward to winning a pair for themselves. So that'll be really awesome.
Definitely. I mean, good shoes bring you far.
Yes, definitely.
And as all these climbers just waiting, Eunice and Kenneth waiting for the routes to be set. Of course, I see on screens.
And actually, if you're wondering where we are right now, we are actually at our Tampines Hub. So our Tampines Hub is a project led by the People's Association, and it's a Singapore's first ever integrated community and lifestyle hub. So if you're still making your way, we are right here at the open field. Just huddle with us together under this rain and watch some exciting climbs by our climbers.
Now Kenneth back again with us again. Looking ready to go, and Eunice, her pants is very cute though.
Yeah. So just now we were talking to some of Kenneth's friends, and they actually want to say that Kenneth is part of this group called Friends Forever.
Friends Forever, which actually includes
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yes. So 2 of them are here right now competing.
Kenneth. So we're just saying how the volumes are so huge sometimes, there's really nothing to grip onto. There's a reverse tension on the arm. So usually you load downwards, but this time you gotta load it upwards.
Yeah.
And Eunice, very steady progress there. So a very, very defined, demarcated black tape right there to mark out where she is not supposed to pass.
So Eunice actually just graduated from her higher education. Just came back all the way from London, from
Wow.
UK. Yeah, from UK. So
Educated and strong.
yeah, so
Very,
this
very
is like
impressive.
the first competition she is in a while here
Yeah,
in
it's
Singapore.
been a while.
Yeah. So it's really good to see our climbers coming back, coming home, and competing and showing us how it's done.
It's Eunice, and she did a very impressive step onto high step onto the volume. It took her a little while, a little struggle, but she's very safe now, very comfortable.
Yeah.
now.
She looks comfortable. I mean, she can rest there.
She can rest there for the period of time.
But
just
looking
to
at
make sure the attempt counts.
But looking at the tiles right now, these white tiles, some of them are dual texture. So she needs to find a sweet spot on those tiles. And looking at the route for the women, the footholds are big, but the
There's
bonus
nothing.
tile is so small. Is that one small tile over there? Screw on over
Is
there.
it a screw on? Yes.
We can barely see it from our own screen.
And actually, the distance from where she is to the screw on is really far, so I doubt span is gonna be helpful.
It's really
But
about your leg work right
It's
now.
about motion and leg work, definitely about the movement. And Kenneth.
Alright, so
And
Eunice
this is
easing
still
back here.
Eunice's flash attempt.
Yeah, she's easing back, making sure that she does it right. I think she really wants to get the first time right.
Very controlled movement.
I mean, if you can see the black tape though, these are the boundaries, so our climbers are not allowed to touch past the black tape, that boundary.
Oh, so close. And it's just seated in a very daunted position. But it's got a lot of time. Got a lot of time left on the clock. It's Eunice. And of course, Kenneth. Very, very interesting ways of coming up with all these routes. I wonder what goes on the route setter's mind every time.
Yeah.
These are very impressive.
So route setters actually take some time to test the routes, to test the movements, to make sure that it is possible. But at the same time, they expect a certain percentage of climbers to do it, so they don't expect everyone. If not, there will be no filter. So they have to make sure that there is what they call a
There are
filter
at least
route.
a few
Yeah.
filter routes. In fact, even for especially for opens, the bonus itself is actually a filter.
Yes, exactly. It's sometimes, even though the most of the time, right, the bonus will be like the second last tile, and then the last tile is the end tile. So even the bonus is not a giveaway. You really have to fight for it.
So Eunice has actually committed a false start because she did not get her left feet on the towel. So we're very strict about these starts because if the tape is demarcated very, very clearly to be at the towel, you gotta start on the towel. You cannot be tapping on the wall. That would not be counted as a good start.
I mean, sports is all about the boundaries and working around them, making it work even with those limitations.
Correct. And of course, if you're here with us on the live chat, shout out to climbers Gavin and of course Kenneth right now and all the supporters out there. And
Eunice is
Just
making use of her 4 plus.
her infinite seconds left.
Yeah.
But it's only the one attempt, so it is the attempt that would count.
So really steady. So really have to get her feet working here. I mean, I'm not too sure if there's any small ledge on that
She's
bonus.
just,
I can't see.
Yeah, but just notice that she's actually adjusting her shoe.
Yeah.
So that's how comfortable she is on the wall.
Yeah.
And then just that one step away.
So she has to slowly inch to the right to transfer that weight on her right leg. That's really good.
That was a really, really close fight for Eunice. And obviously we have seen how the slap takes a lot of time.
Definitely.
Because while it's good to rest, once you fall off, you have wasted quite a lot of time and attempts as possibilities. And our next up is Farah. Farah from SUSS. And of course, Dennis, back again. The leaderboard, Dennis is back again with us.
So we want to see if Dennis will maintain his position. Currently the first one, leading the team with his one flash on the first route. And also, Farah is also the first one for the girls.
So it's like the top contenders for the leaderboard right there for you, Farah and Dennis. Crushing it, come on.
So make sure you look at pumpfest.crim.rocks for the live score.
Yeah, so the best thing about live scores is that you get updated on the spot.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait for the final scores,
Yeah.
nor do you have to keep track of the scores around.
Yeah, you don't feel so...
You don't feel lost. Like
Yeah.
how many attempts is he on?
I mean,
how
the
many-
suspense.
Yes.
But I don't know if it's a good thing all the time, because sometimes if you're in that list
and you're the borderline.
Yeah, exactly, and you slowly waiting for your heart to drop.
Yeah, especially for the qualifiers and semi-qualifiers,
Yes.
whereby you have a huge list of people. Oh, that was so close to Farah. It was a very, very strong move right there.
I think she can get it the next time. I think she already knows what she needs
She's
to
got
do.
the keep going.
She gets the information that she
Very,
needed
very
to do.
strong comeback from Farah. Been a while since she's competed. And this is only her second time in the Open Finals. And of course, Dennis, a very, very regular face in the Open Final.
So the thing about this climbing is that I'll see our climbers wrestling against this volume, pushing. So climbing is not just about pulling. I think in this particular Pumpfest, I mean, from my own very own experience, I feel a lot more pushing is being forced on us by the route setters. And I guess this moving towards a different style of climbing.
Yeah, so a lot of us actually assume that climbing is just about going up all the way and just using your body muscles, your arm power. But obviously we can see here that it's a lot about core tension, about moving slowly, gliding. You can even go sideways and even downwards sometimes. But it's really very, very versatile ways of doing any kind of route. Kudos to all the on-site route setters who gave us such interesting routes around. And of course, Farah again climbing on the route again. It's gonna be a thrust on the feet.
Have to shift the weight on her right leg. So everyone, wow,
Almost, it was a close one.
yeah.
But
She gained her balance back.
so the bonus is actually a screw on. It's so small. It's you gotta just tap it. You can't really hold on to it. So
those one leg squats, those pistol squats are really important right now. So our climbers are just, so I mean the entire 4 minutes you just can't continue climbing, so you sometimes you have to take a breather, compose yourself again.
Oh, Dennis, did you see that?
Yeah,
So he kind of
did a
went
different start.
A very
yes.
different start. Dennis, the thing about Dennis, he is very strong on the contact and a very, very powerful climber.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, that was impressive.
Yeah.
So instead of the left side, he actually went for the right side immediately. And once he's on it, he's in it to win it.
So right now
30
he's trying to
seconds.
figure out how to
Farah?
position his left leg.
Whoa, that cross right there. It's gonna be a very powerful climb, but it's gonna be a little dangerous if his right leg taps the
The boundary,
right
yes.
side wall. Controlled movement.
He's
Very
moving slowly.
eyes on the prize. Wow! And eyes on the prize. Well done from Dennis.
I don't know what to say. That
Dennis
was
from
really
all
good.
sport and climb rig. And he was very aware that his right limbs cannot touch the side wall.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was super controlled.
Yeah. I mean,
And last attempt from Farah.
we can see how he's trying to move slowly, not to risk it, but at the same time, he knew when he needed that
Yeah,
burst.
his eyes was on the prize.
Yes.
He was moving upwards, and it was a thumbs up right there.
Yeah.
So give us a thumbs up on the YouTube channel as you watch us. Bring you live the Pumpfest 2017.
Thanks to Live Studios.
And of course, if you're still on the YouTube live channel, all the more you should be here with us at Tampines. And bring your friends along, bring your parents along, especially since it's Happy Father's Day to all of you out there. And next up is Janet. Janet go from All Sports as well as Taki from All Sports and Camp 5. So Taki's actually from Malaysia.
Yeah.
So very, very strong climber right there. And Janet's making very good progress.
Yeah.
Very strong climber, very powerful climber.
She also coaches a few schools, if I'm not wrong. So I mean, she's really served as an inspiration to her students. It's always nice to see your coaches leading the way. I mean, you can coach, and yet at the same time you can also show them how it's done.
Yeah, so she made the high step move look very simple, but with a little bit of an issue, same as Dennis, a little disadvantages on the height. So she's also a very powerful climber. She's got very strong contact grip, very strong compression power, and that's Taki making very, very steady progress.
From Faris Kamal saying Ale for Taki, and also for Janet. So some people are cheering for them.
And,
Keep the cheers coming, guys.
And Janet's actually affectionately known as Janet Meow because she likes cats a lot. And she's always got very cute toys around her when she climbs.
Yeah.
Like if you look at her chalk bag right there, it's a little cat keychain. It's been with her for quite long. It's a very, 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 very interesting climber.
So our climbers are rereading their route, making sure that they have the correct beta in mind. Sometimes you will have a beta in mind, a plan in your mind, but when you are trying to execute it, sometimes you realize that it might not be the most efficient or the best way to go at it. So you have to rethink on the spot, think on your feet, and do it.
The execution. So the muscle memory is very important.
Yes,
So Janet's made it even easier to go up onto the volume on her second attempt, but the bonus seems to be a huge problem for all the climbers, for the females so far. But for the males, just inching. So it took Dennis about 3 attempts to figure out the alternate method. I'm gonna see how it goes for the rest of them.
Janet was really close on that bonus. She actually kind of
Very,
ledged
very
on it, but she did a bundle.
Yeah, because like the towel is just a little screw on with
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
literally
exactly.
no in cut.
It's really important to keep
So it's
your...
kind of like a monumental thing right there for you to just touch, tap, and continue on your journey.
I mean, it's very important for slab roots to keep your hips in all times, as close as possible to the wall.
But at the same time, it is a very defining towel for all the climbers. And so Taki's figured it out more or less.
I think it's a bit of psychological right here with this route. I mean, they psychologically play with our climbers. I mean,
there are different ways
Yeah.
to start, but it took a little more attempts for the climbers to figure out a alternative way of climbing.
I'm wondering if the route setters saw it that way, like
Yeah, the intended beta.
Yeah, like they have two in that intended beta, and they're like, you can do it this way and that way, and we'll see whichever they make work.
I'm not very sure because like there's so many tiles on the huge volume.
Yeah,
I'm not very sure. And Janet very close again to the bonus tile. And I'm not sure what
Right
Taki is
there, Taki is
holding.
crimping the edge of the volume.
It's wow.
I mean, there's nothing to hold on those volumes. One hand, and
Very,
there you
very
go.
calm.
In the nick of time.
Very, very calm ending from Taki. A little different from Janet. Probably because it's a little taller, so very, very confident on the end.
So that means Janet, this is your last attempt. Come on, let's give Janet some encouragement as well. Let's give her some money.
Of course, Janet on her last attempt, just taking her time this time.
Using her 4+.
Making her 4+.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
So she can stay there the whole night. We'll still be here for her. But even as she stays, her left leg's gonna get a little weaker each time.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how she's gonna rest and make her attempts count.
So looking at the score right now, so 2 people have finished that route for the guys.
But it's a
And-
neck-to-neck fight.
Yeah, so that's Dennis and Taki.
Once again, Janet,
Really good effort by her.
very, very close to the bonuses, but it's not counted because she did not latch on or use it as a very stable handhold.
So looking at the score for the guys, Dennis actually is leading the way because he managed to get his tops, 2 tops in less attempts, 2 tops in 5 attempts. For the girls, it's still the same, it's still Farah, but we have yet to see the other female climbers try this route.
And so we have Li Ting right now. Li Ting and Guan. So I would put my bet on Li Ting for a little because she's actually very controlled on slab walls too. Probably because also she's a very, very calm lead climber. She primarily leads around. So she's really got a lot more composure as she goes. But at the same time, the bonus tile is very, very tricky. So we're gonna see whether she can do this route. So Guan. So most of the male climbers actually all start on the left.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see again.
So there's actually a comment on the live chat saying there are no crimps, but our client Taki found a way to find his own crimp. I mean, that's the thing about climbers, they are creative bunch of people.
They are creative and they are creatively strong.
Yeah.
Li Ting, very, very steady progress.
So she needs to transfer that weight on her right leg.
Wow!
Almost!
So close!
It looked really
She almost
good.
lashed it.
I thought she had it.
I thought she had it too. But I'm pretty sure she has a lot of time left, a lot of attempts left. And actually, I think the black demarcation tape itself on the male route is a form of a mind game for the climbers because usually when you see demarcated tabs, you would think that there is a chance of you going to the other side. That's why most of them actually start on the left.
Maybe.
But most of the time, well, it's a very interesting way of playing with our minds. But Guan's making a very, very steady progress.
Li Ting wasting no time, already up.
Just walking on the wall. So probably this is the intended beta for a walk on the wall kind of route.
Yeah.
But Guan is making it very well.
Alright, it looks like Guan has overcome.
Well done, Guan. Whoa! So he's actually got the completely different beta.
Perhaps that's the intended. I'm
Perhaps
not too
that
sure.
was the intended
Yeah,
beta.
that was really nice.
It
that
could be
walk.
a double beta kind
Yeah,
of route.
exactly.
But either way, he has the least attempt so far for the second route to get to the top, and of course, a very impressive way of walking on the wall, just striding along, and very impressive.
Famous American generals and presidents of the United States.
They take back up on the second route, on the slab wall. So right now we are just waiting for the update on the live score at pumpfest.cream.rock. Waiting for Goan's top to be counted in, and right now it is counted in. That placed him
Leading.
third.
Gonna have a shift in the leaderboard soon. Leading.
Finally got a bonus.
Oh,
Nice catch!
well done from Leading. Very impressive. Very impressive
She
kind of
looks
Leading.
really happy, and everyone's so happy for her too.
Exactly, she almost for twice on the same attempt. It's crazy right there.
Oh, that was awesome.
My heart just jumped out and came back in.
When her right leg, after the bonus style, her right leg was going to the round
And then
style.
all of us just like
Yeah,
holding
we
our
have-
breath.
yeah, because
and then
we-
she was wobbling
Because
around.
the chances of you slipping off there is
Very
very high.
And then she just wobble and
Yeah, and she wobbled,
and
but
whoops.
yes, I got this.
It's like, I'm just kidding with you. It's Ken on second route, and of course Vanessa. Very impressive climb from Vanessa.
So that top by Liting has just put her in first place right now.
So she's the current contender for the top position with two tops so far. And of course Ken moving very steadily, using his span to his advantage again. Almost very close. So Ken is a very span biased kind of climber. Every time we train, he'll just say, just spend, it's fine. And Vanessa, trying to solve this
it's
route.
really important to be aware of. If you're short, you need to be aware that you are short. If you're tall, you need to be aware, because sometimes even when you're tall, some people don't know how to use their height really well. And I think that's what Ken does. He knows that he is tall and he can use it to his advantage. And for other climbers, some of them have stronger finger strength, so they use that to their advantage. So to each his own, really.
That's a very impressive walk on the volumes by Ken. So now he's got to dance across. So he's got a very interesting beta. You're gonna knee jam right there, but it's gonna take a toll on his feet though.
I think some skin off his knee will be scraped off. He's
But,
wearing shorts.
Well done. Whoa.
Right there. He's really close, eyeing the prize.
He's so tall. So Denny's gonna jump up, but that's Ken for you, just walking on top.
Really nice. It's really important to know where your strengths are and use them.
And yeah, we were just saying that that portion of the climb is the hardest to tackle. Well,
because the last
then
part
it's Ken.
is not
I guess
positive.
I guess it's a precedent for a reason.
Yeah.
Very impressive, very inspiring, and of course Vanessa from our Friends Forever and Fanatics Climbing, as well as SMU.
She's trying to find a
figuring out-
position for her left leg, making
Figuring
sure.
out if I should cross my feet or just handling it. Attention on the. So actually, there's nothing for her much to hold.
She
And
really
don't be
wants to
fooled
keep-
by her right hand. It has literally nothing. And just
And she managed to do it. No! That was the part where we were so scared for Li Ting.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Li Ting actually caught it and just held with it in all her might. And Vanessa was smiling on it.
I think she would have taken that information in. I think that later on when she does this again, she will make sure that there's some space for her other leg to come in.
So it's gonna be a close fight for the top contenders.
Yeah, definitely.
So other than the number of tops you have, it's gonna be a number of bonuses. So Vanessa and Li Ting's got very good results with the bonuses right now. We're gonna see how they're gonna fight it out for the top position.
These climbers are here in the finals for a reason.
Yes.
They're
And,
definitely
so,
the best.
Just an answer to our live chat right there. So Can walk up the wall. Definitely able to walk up the wall.
Can walk up the wall.
And the funny thing is that for Ken, there's actually a little fan club around, so it's affectionately known as KFC. It's like Ken Fan Club. And of course, as president for NTU UMC, he is also part of the collaborators for this year's Pumpfest 2017. And just 17 seconds on the clock is Vanessa. It's fine. It's going to be fine for her. 10 seconds. More than enough time to try again. Very, very confident thrust right there.
Her left hand was really careful not to use the ledge
it's
on top.
And it's a last attempt. She cannot afford to miss this. Because the round foothold is so... Wow! So close!
Oh my god! So
The crowd just went crazy for that because so close.
I thought
she caught it once.
She saved it once,
And
but
then-
she still popped off.
Because the round foothold is tailored such a way that it's only suitable for 1 feet on it.
Yeah, you
So-
really need to shuffle slowly.
And we've seen how Li Ting and Vanessa both have a little trouble trying to match over to the towel. Gonna see a quick replay. And she caught it, but she caught
really
it.
good
and-
save there.
But as she tries to match her feet,
She just
slipped
popped
off.
up
So
a
it's
bit. Yeah, but it's really good effort by
very,
her.
very valiant effort right there. And of course, back now is the strongest contender from the semi-qualifiers is Puerto Rico and Gavin striding their way up the wall. Gavin's making it look very, very easy right now. Which is no quiver in his steps, no move, no wobbles in his hands, just inching away, step and step, and it's like a walk, a very easy walk right there. And Puerto Rico too.
Puerto Rico did that one leg squat.
She just yes. Just slowly, just gonna put my legs up and yep, let's go.
I mean, I still need to wipe her shoes, making sure that the
Every-
rubber is
yes,
good.
because the round towel, as we've seen from the previous climbers, not
It
very
has a smooth
easy.
texture, I
Very
think.
smooth. Not sure if it's smooth though, but we know the contact surface is very, very little.
Yeah.
I mean, Gavin just happily touching the bonus towel to secure himself. Is this gonna be a flash attempt from Gavin? I'm quite confident he can do it if he's not, if he doesn't have any slip-ups.
So Min
Yeah.
was wiping her shoes.
And that's Gavin. With a minute and a half, that's Gavin for you. So a quick shuffle at the leaderboard, definitely gonna make the leader climbers Dennis and as well as Taki and of course Guan fight for the top positions.
So that flash attempt actually put Gavin in the top 3 for the guys.
So he's actually jumped from the bottom to the top with a flash. So yeah, the number of attempts really count. So
Yeah.
even though the Dennis and Taki has 2, it is going to be a quick shuffle once you are able to get to the bonus or the top with as little attempts as possible. Puerto Rico from Chiang Mai Rock Climbing Adventure, hailing from Thailand. Very composed climber.
So right now,
Gonna
Puerto Rico Min,
moving.
also known as Min, is tied with Farah on 3rd place. If she tops this route, it will move her up the scoreboard.
So she's actually accidentally tapped on the beyond the boundary.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see whether she is able to compensate for that wasted attempt.
So everyone is watching Puerto Rico, hoping that she gets this top.
In fact, I think it doesn't matter who you support. Pretty sure that every one of us out there wants any of these climbers to make a top for us. It's
Definitely.
very interesting, and it's really impressive how Li Ting has come such a long way, and of course Puerto Rico. Oh, so
Just
close.
popping a bit. I think she just probably didn't expect that bundle, but I'm pretty sure she can get it the next time round. I mean, not
She
wasting
has-
any time going
she
back on the
definitely
wall.
has time for at least about 2 attempts, maybe. Just gonna be let's make the attempts count.
I mean, so Min, Punta Rica, also known as Min, is here representing Chiang Mai Rock Climbing Adventure.
Hailing all the way from Thailand.
Yep.
She's actually one of the top climbers in Thailand. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot more of her performance around.
There you go, she secured the bonus.
Definitely very, very strong climber. So now the 5 seconds on the clock, she's got to figure out how she's gonna dance across. Very,
You know,
very risky.
In climbing, it's not about brute force. Sometimes you need to have a certain grace up on the wall.
Very, very, very interesting.
She's slowly inching her way.
Oh, so close! She actually attempted to just catch
just go
the
for the
final
end.
towel.
Yeah.
But that is it for Punta Rica, our top female qualifier from semi-finals.
You really know that she really wants that end. I mean,
Very,
even
very-
though she was about to fall out, she was trying to get there.
And our area right now is packed with a lot of climbers, a lot of family, friends, and supporters all around the globe.
So
And of course, if you're here with us on YouTube, give us a quick like, and of course, shout out for the top supporters that you have, and check the live score available on pumpfest.crims.rocks.
So before we bring out our climbers on the last route, we actually want to have a shout out for our SAC band. So they're actually sponsored resistance exercise and training products. So this is good for training, stretching and warm up, as well as warm down. So all our Pumpfest participants actually have this in their goodie bag. So it's really nice of them to provide this product for us. So thank you for that. So right now we have Eunice and Kenneth eyeing the route, brushing the starting towel for Eunice, making sure that it's good to go. I really like this route. I mean, I think I'm not too sure if this volume is strategically placed in such a way that there are small crimp edges in between this.
Yeah,
these
there's
four-
small crimpable edges.
Yeah.
If you're an open finalist.
They will be able to find that crimp. I mean, if Taki can find the crimp on those volumes, I'm pretty sure you can
I'm
find it
gonna
here.
see Taki crimp the volumes again. So it's like, what is volume? Volumes are the ones with little crimps on the
Volumes
side.
are big crimps.
Volumes are big crimps. So yeah, I guess the saying that slopers are jugs if you look at it hard enough.
Eunice nicely wedged herself in between those volumes.
Very strong control on her right foot. Her right foot is very controlled. A very interesting way of using the volumes. It's as if the route setters are saving on the towels. But of course, we've seen how interesting all these volumes can be. Little edges in between two volumes can give you a very, very intricately designed route.
So Eunice carefully put her right leg on that small foothold at the apex of the volume. Jumping for the last time, she actually touched it. So she got the height. So it's just a matter of
Confidence and as well as loading.
securing that place.
And
Yes.
loading, yes.
She needs two hands.
Very impressive climb from Eunice after a quick comeback to the climbing scene.
Yeah.
And then she's just gonna go and continue, and it's kind of very, very strong move, powerful moves right there. And back and the scene we have is Eunice. Kind of found the crimps. The crimps. Oh, but the crimps is actually very, very intricate. Where you can see only just two fingers right there.
And I don't see any foothold on the right
There's
side.
no foothold.
So it's not just me, right? There's
Yeah, which is
nothing
why
there.
yes, which is why he actually latched his left feet as a hook onto the tiles.
I'm very curious of where you're supposed to put your feet.
I want to see how you're supposed to climb up. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to use the volume crimps. I
Yeah, I
guess.
think so. I think you need to bump up. On
But
the
the bumping up is gonna be a
Yeah.
distance away. We look at how huge that volume is. And when I see how Kenneth goes through it so easily, breezing through. And here comes the crux again. Oh, just two fingers right in.
So right now I can actually see that on this big black volume towards the sticker, Pumpfest sticker 2017, there's actually a ledge there.
So it's
like
actually
a small crimp. Yeah.
It's a distance crutch.
Yeah, so I think that's the intent, that you need to get there.
And then Eunice again at the apex with the little white towel. The little white towel would provide some friction for you to grab onto. But at the same time, she's just tapping, make sure that there's not too much chalk to make it into a smooth surface.
So
Oh!
she's just slipped a bit on that.
Just so close, 30 seconds, probably the last few attempts.
Yeah, she still has time. As long as she gets there before the time the clock is out, she can do her 4 plus. So
30
Kenneth
seconds on the clock.
is eyeing the ledge.
20 seconds
the
right
crimp
now.
on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you gotta catch it.
But it's
But it's a
quite a
distance
distance.
away.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a very powerful move.
9 seconds on the clock, and this would be Eunice's last attempt. But she's gone a very long way from her flash attempt. Making sure she progresses very well.
So all eyes on Eunice right now using her 4 plus.
And she's gonna rest there again. I'm pretty sure she's gonna rest there again. She's found her resting spot.
Actually, that's a good idea. Make sure that you rest up and end it well.
Oh, so close.
So that will be her last route for the day. So that is all for Eunice.
From Eunice, as well as Kenneth. So back up next, fighting for the leaderboard is Dennis from Climeric, as well as Farah. Farah is from SUSS. 4 minutes, ready, waiting for the clock to start. And as our brushers make sure the tiles and volumes are in tip-top condition.
So our climbers are now eyeing their route. So Dennis is actually the first one in the scoreboard right now with 2 tops in 5 attempts and 2 bonus in 5 attempts. And Farah is currently 4th right now. So she might need this top if she wants the podium finish, but we still have to wait for Liting, Vanessa and Mean to climb as well because they are still inside.
And of course, we cannot forget that Janet is actually a very, very powerful climber. So this route, the second route for the ladies, may be a defining one for her. So like how Gavin actually got through.
There you go, Dennis found.
And that's Dennis. He's a very powerful, very contact climber.
No!
A very, very powerful, very controlled, dynamic climber. It's kind of a contradiction when I say he's a very controlled, dynamic climber, because he is very, very precise when he catches.
Someone commented our brushers are tired.
But of course,
they're trying their best.
What is being tired when we can bring you the best events around, of course. And of course, Farah, she also found the resting spot, but she's got a little bit different beta right there. So Eunice actually goes by the left side to step up onto the towel on the left. But Farah is actually trying
to go straight to it.
She's trying to hook onto the little white towel right there.
Let's see if it would work out for
the
her.
amount of power you have to use on your hook.
So Farah is trying to maneuver her way. I think she got stuck a bit.
Yeah, but
that
it's
wedge.
a little bit difficult to step on the white towel, let alone hook.
Yeah, so I think Eunice's way just now where she stepped at that small edge at the volume first and then matching and then stepping on the small tile, I think that's the way to go. I think that would be more
it could
efficient.
be one of the more possible ways. And of course, Dennis already crushing it in a very, very well in the first attempt. So he knows he can get it. So it's just going to be a last attempt.
So he needs to get his foot up.
And well
there
done
you
from
go.
there.
So this is the furthest we have seen so far.
Very, very strong contact strength right there, as I was mentioning. Definitely going to be a good play from Dennis.
Wow.
But probably he got the last tile syndrome again.
The last tile is
kind of overcompensated.
The last tile is not a jug. I mean,
it's not a jug to us, probably.
These climbers are strong. They would never be given jugs for this
level
of competition.
So just taking his time to rest because Dennis knows that he can finish this.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the strategies sometimes. Sometimes you just wait for the clock to run down and then you do your final attempt and do it right.
So like our climbers right there has been saying, Dennis is just warming up for the route. Just warming up to make sure that he can end as a very, very crowd-pleasing guy. And of course, the attempts count, so every attempt counts. Making sure that he will go as far as he can each time. And of course, Farah, very controlled, very slowly.
So actually, Dennis was one of the few who qualified later on. He actually qualified to the finals at 5th, but he's making a comeback to the top. Really coming back with a vengeance on these routes.
Yeah, probably also cause he was mentioned to be not in the best form yesterday after having climbed twice in a day.
Yeah.
From early in the morning at 8 a.m. and evening about 4 p.m., 5 p.m. But we can tell that he's in good condition today. So this attempt really counts for both Farah and Dennis. Oh! So close for Dennis. It's going to be a huge regret for tonight.
I hope that didn't cost him too much. But anyhow, he's still the first one on the in the scoreboard.
Yeah, but
so we have to see how other climbers will do, and let's see if someone else will bump him down.
So right now his biggest contenders are actually coming up is Kensia and of course Guan and Gavin and Taki rolling up on the scoreboard. And coming up next is Taki as well as Janet, both of them from All Sports Equipment, and Taki is actually from Malaysia, our neighboring country, a very, very strong climber from our neighboring country, and he's crushing it the board right now. Waiting for the time to come. And Janet.
So the time has started. So right now they're looking at the routes, eyeing the top. So Taki is actually in the top 3 now, but if he finished this route, he would come out of this competition finishing all 3. And that might be a very comfortable place to be at, quite secure.
Then it will be boiling down to the number of attempts to bonuses.
Yeah.
We're going to see, very interesting.
So I think this stop for Janet would be quite important because 4 of our other climbers have already have at least 1 top for them.
But if this is a flash attempt the way Gavin did it, she could run up to the leaderboard immediately.
Yeah.
He's got everything matters. Every second matters.
Do you see that? Is that a mono? But
that is a
Taki.
That was just I'm gonna just slot my finger in and
I just have to say ouch. I just have to say
so
ouch.
painful.
Yeah. I mean those finger strength. I mean to have that confidence.
Yeah, Kenneth actually tried it. So Kenneth actually tried it and he failed. But and then that's Taki.
Yeah, like moving off from that. So it's actually putting weight. Oh my god. Giving the child the finger. Literally.
Just doing it, crushing it right now. And yeah, it's super impressive to see how he's come for very, very impressive. Probably the event highlight for today would definitely include that little mono right there.
I wonder if he's gonna do it
again. Wow. The fact that he's relying on just one finger to bring himself up.
Yeah. Wow.
Impressive.
I don't know, I'm
Very
currently
impressive.
mind blown right now.
He probably does like finger pull-ups for all of his fingers somehow.
Creams for breakfast.
Creams for breakfast and volumes for dinner or something.
So right now we are looking at Janet making her way to the bonus. So she got a knee jam right there and another
2
knee jam.
jams.
Nice.
So what a limbs.
I mean you use what you got.
Yeah, because Janet's actually slightly smaller in size, so it's very comfortably wedged between the volumes. Unlike Farah just now, a little bit more intricate for her because she's a little taller, a little lankier. And Taki again, insane human strength.
back at it with the.
Insane.
He's just missing
distance.
I think just a bit more, just a bit higher. He'll get the good spot in that crimp
Makes you wonder how Dennis actually did it.
with much strength and power.
A very, very powerful climber, Dennis. And of course, Janet.
So Janet has 30 seconds. So hopefully she finishes really controlled. So there's only that one small thumb catch. Yeah.
Oh.
But she slipped off. But it's okay. She has 20 seconds. She just have to get
At
back on
least
the wall.
one attempt left. She has at least
I mean, these are
one
the
attempt.
last problem. They should just go for it.
I mean, it's no longer about winning. It's about finishing it. Crowd pleasing is Janet, and of course Taki. Probably his last attempt, and Janet on her last attempt too. So Taki's gonna make it count. Really gonna make it count. And Taki's actually crimping on both volumes. If you realize.
So
Oh,
he tried a different approach this time.
he's
heel
crimping on
hooked
both volumes. And big round of applause for Taki, and of course Janet still on the wall, slowly
shaking off.
This I found her very, very nice resting position. But as you can see, she's maximum span on her feet right there, just to afford herself a little bit of rest time.
So our elite climbers really giving us a show of grit. They really have this winner's mentality that we all aspire to. I mean, we don't have to look far for idols. We have our own local talented climbers right here that we can look up to.
Yeah,
and that's it for Janet. A really good climb by her.
Very, very brilliant attempt from her. So joining us again right now back on the wall is Guo An as well as Xu Liting. So Li Ting was very, very impressive on the second route. So we're going to see again whether she can keep it up and complete all 3 routes today.
Yep.
She's so far she's the only climber to have completed both the previous routes. So it is a secured position for her in the podium. But we're going to see the number of attempts she has. And of course, Guo An. So Guo An's on the male route, just looking at how to tackle the problem. Finding little cracks around the volumes and finding the exact position to land yourself on the volume is very important because we've seen how the crimps have hurt the Taki's fingers and Dennis's fingers. So let's see how Guo An's going to latch on it.
So Li Ting is breezing through her last route.
Very, very making it look very, very easy. Li Ting, very controlled climber.
Really strong lock there on the left and then a push.
A very different approach.
Easy. That's
a
not
very,
easy.
very different approach.
So right now we are watching Li Ting just chalking up, making sure her hands are dry.
And Guo An. So instead of a heel hook, he's actually toe hooking. Very, very close. So it doesn't help that the volume is on the inclined wall, the most inclined wall we have right now. And of course, Xu Liting, the closest we have to the final tiles.
Li Ting was shaking a bit there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she was also the closest to the final tile for the second route before she wowed the whole crowd and finished it. So we're going to see how again she's going to impress everybody. And of course, Guo An.
She definitely knows what she has to do. I mean, I think your ability to engram the route as fast as possible is also a skill to have. I mean, given the time that you have, you only have 4 minutes. If ever you don't flash the route, in that attempt that you had, you must get as much information as possible and make sure you correct the parts that you didn't get right. So right now, so if you're watching right now, I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We still have a few more climbers coming up.
And a lot of time for both Guo An and Li Ting, of course.
So it's still raining right here, but no rain is gonna stop our climbers and our supporters right here at our Tampines Hub.
And of course, going on the YouTube is one of the best decisions to have. And I've got a huge shout out to Onsight for bringing you the live stream. So of course, give us a like and subscribe to Live Studios Photography because we're gonna bring you the very exciting AYC very soon, as well as our Boulder Active, and of
Yes.
course Transcend, which is also held by our NTU UMC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
go on.
this is not the last of this live stream. So about a minute, more than a minute left.
Of course, if you are not getting enough of the climbing action, the SUTD Croc is actually happening next week.
Yes.
Gonna see around there. And,
I'm
1
quite.
minute.
They asked me to join, but I told them that I can't swim. So
And, Guan?
so there you go. They're just counting down, using some time to rest and compose themselves.
So it's really interesting how all the climbs profile for the guys are crimps, and more crimps. So yeah, crimps for days, probably crimps for breakfast, maybe some crimps for lunch, and I don't know what these climbers do and how they actually train for it, because it hurts so much, but they're so accustomed to it.
I
That's
mean,
how powerful they are.
There's no one set training regime for our climbers. I mean, different climbers have different approach. Some people go on a diet. Some people do a lot of PT. Some people say they just climb a lot. They don't really do PT. So it's really up to each individual to find the way that works best for
And
them.
you know the way that works best for me? Just climb. Of course, Guan, steady with Li Ting. Very, very different approach from Li Ting. So she's actually tried 3 different ways of climbing for that route itself. That's it from Li Ting and Guan. And a little wasted because could have finished all 3 from Li Ting, but definitely if she has more time, I'm pretty sure she can finish it.
And I mean, she's still at the top of the scoreboard. So, I mean, we'll see the other climbers that are coming up, but I think she might be quite secure in her position. We'll just have to see.
Probably a podium, but gonna be a quick fight for the attempts.
Yeah, so which
Joining us-
part of the podium will
Yes.
is first, second or third?
So just joining us right now, very strong contenders, Vanessa Tang from Kinetics Climbing as well as SMU. And of course, NTU UMC's very own president with his affectionately known fan club as KFC. So the question of the day is, can Ken finish this? I think Ken can.
So just observing the score right now. So Li Ting finished 2 routes in 6 attempts, and Vanessa finished 1 route so far, but it was a flash attempt. So actually, if Vanessa finished this in less than 5 attempts, she will move to first place.
Very, 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 very tight fight. And this is actually Ken's first time in the finals, and Ken has actually just promoted to the Open.
This is second
This
open
is his
competition.
second Open competition. Really, really wonder what he's been doing in Japan. Probably gonna visit Japan sometime soon for all these climbs. Very, very strong climbers right there with very, very interesting routes. A very, very different way of climbing. So most of them actually have their right hands on the right towel, but Ken actually decided to go for under tension. And Vanessa, very steady.
So finding her footing, making sure, because I mean that second last volume,
She looks very comfortable.
yeah, there's only one small tile over there to help them with their
Little
climb.
thumb,
So
yeah.
the legs must be in a good position so that they can launch off for the last tile.
And Vanessa, very spanned.
So just looking at these routes, admiring the huge volumes, you can imagine how much effort Onsight team.
And yeah, the amount of thought they put in. Vanessa.
All
And
eyes
she
on
actually managed to
Vanessa.
match it. Oh, so close! It was almost a flash attempt.
Yeah.
Almost. But it's okay. She's still in the fight.
Yeah.
Just gonna see how far she can go. So she
So
actually spent a lot of
also
time.
did a mono
Yes.
right there.
And he just came down and decided, what was that? If he goes back and see the replay by Taki, I'm pretty sure he's going to be very, very wild. And of course, Vanessa. So actually, Vanessa spent a lot of time on the second last volume trying to match.
Yeah.
And then she decided that she doesn't need the thumb catch, she just goes for the volume. Very, very strong grip, very, very confident of herself.
So our climbers are just pacing themselves, chalking up. And speaking of chalk, we actually have Tokyo Powder Industries as one of our sponsors. So they provided some chalk for us. So they are quite fine and they smell really good, so they are used by some top climbers like Miho, Tonde, and Sasha de Gillian.
And Ken maximizing his span right here. Monoing again. Very, very, very good attempt. Oh, so close. If he actually moves a little higher on his left hand, it would be very, 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 very good for him. Because he's taller, so if he gripped higher, he would be more advantageous. So maybe gonna figure it out. But at the same time, it's always interesting to see how tight the fight is. And Vanessa in her very, very comfortable position. So now this is the matching.
So right now we are watching Vanessa making her way to the end, just chalking up.
So she decided that she doesn't need the thumb catch anymore. Is just to go for the volume.
She just slipped off right there.
Ken.
So just now we were talking about how this is Ken's first open finals and second open com, and someone
it's crimps again for Ken. Wow!
And someone actually said that this is definitely not the last. I believe so. This is definitely not the last.
Definitely not the last.
The start of this.
Once a finalist, always a finalist.
I mean, you already know that it's possible for you, so you would always go for it and gun for it. And
so 10 seconds on the clock. This is Ken's last attempt. And just bowing the crowd for Ken. Probably seen a lot of it on the YouTube streams and lives. So gotta make it count for both Vanessa as well as Ken.
Sometimes it seems like it's really daunting when there are supporters behind you shouting, and it seems like it's harder to concentrate, but sometimes you gotta learn how to use it to your advantage. Use the crowd to power you through your climb.
Oh, so close! But a very, very good effort from Ken for his first open finals. But I think if he had actually used the right hand on the bonus would have been good. And Vanessa as well. So close. Vanessa was one of the closest to the final tile. And yeah, you can tell all these routes are not easy. Really, 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 really not easy.
So right now we are looking at the score sheet, and Vanessa had moved up in the top 3 position. She is now second because she had more bonuses than Farah. So she has 3 bonus, same number of top. It's a flash, but more.
It's a close fight for Farah now, though, to see how
if she will stay up in the
top contender Punta Rica, if she fights it out on the last route.
Yeah, so Punta Rica is currently 4th. So if she finishes this route, she will definitely move up into the top 3.
Yeah, but if she's also able to get her bonus within 2 tries, 2 attempts, she would be in a fight with Farah. And of course Gavin. Gavin currently already secured a podium finish. But just gonna see whether he can crush it out.
Yeah, so Taki actually has 2 tops in 8 attempts, and Dennis have 2 tops in 5 attempts. So if Gavin finishes this route in
4 attempts,
in 4 attempts, he will move up to first place.
And,
so that's the beauty of this live score.
You can just see.
Yeah, we can see. I mean, we can predict what's gonna come up.
And Punta Rica, very, very controlled movements. Of course, Gavin doesn't waste any attempts.
So right now we are watching
Gavin and Punta Rica both on their flash attempt. Punta Rica is very, very steady, pretty much like Vanessa. Gotta see whether she is able to.
Wow.
Yeah, Gavin
made that look really easy.
Crimson again. Very, very
really
good progress.
Good high step right there. You can see the finger strength.
Look at that finger strength.
Wow.
Wow, so he's got the most comfortable position right there.
He is the furthest we have seen. But we know from Dennis's attempt just now that the last style is not nice. Yeah, so we'll see.
But
Gavin can do
Gavin
it.
has very, very good advantage on crimps because that is
one hand
very, very good on it. So we're gonna make sure his limbs does not touch.
Wow.
That is a flash attempt from Gavin, a very, very crowd pleasing guy with a camera
really
ready.
nice.
So actually last year, just early this year on Graphical, if you were still with us, SMU Graphical, Gavin was the only one who was able to finish the route that none of the climbers were able to finish in a flash attempt.
And
And it was also all crimpy.
Yeah.
It was all crimpy volumes around, and everybody just went crazy.
So right now there's already an update on our scoreboard. Scoreboard. Sorry, so excited. Scoreboard. And right now on third is Taki, second is Dennis, and on first place we have Gavin. So these results are now final. We still have to wait for the confirmation from a chief route judge. But here you go. We have our top three climbers for Pumpfest 2017, and right now we are waiting for our open women to see who will be our top three. So Punta Rica really needs this top if she wants to do a podium finish.
And in fact, she really needs at least a bonus to get into the top three. But a top would be a very
she
nice
has
package to
secured
bring home.
Yeah.
Of course, a very stable hand right there. And
She currently has secured that bonus tile, so making her way to the last.
with a lot of time left actually. So just finding a resting spot, a very different way of climbing. Very different way of finding her sweet spot. Just figuring it out on
She
the
has
wall.
less than 1 minute left.
Is she gonna jump for it?
Wow, wow.
She's in a waiting stance, just hanging on, getting as much rest as she can. 40 seconds on the clock, probably gonna be her last few. And of course, while the crowd goes crazy for Gavin, the live chat is going crazy for Gavin too.
Gavin
And
made it look
definitely
easy.
he made
We
it
agree.
look too easy. Very strong climber. And he's very young too. And Punta Rica.
So right now we are looking at Pumpfest.crim.rocks, waiting on these scores. So it's not updated yet. So Punta Rica's bonus on
very
her final route has not been counted in yet, but I think she should have moved up, unless, yeah, correct, she should get this bonus once it's updated. So currently she is using up her 4+.
her final attempt. And anything can change. Gonna be stable.
Getting her left feet up on that foothold.
Just shaking it off, resting, and the final stretch. The last towel right there.
Wow.
Gotta
All the way from Thailand,
All the way
right
from
here
Thailand.
in Singapore for Pumpfest 2017.
Punta Rica.
And right now we're just waiting for the
Results.
scoreboard to update.
And that actually concludes our climbers for the finals.
And there you go, the scoreboard has been updated. So
A
on third
quick shuffle.
place, we have Punta Rica with 1 flash and 3 bonus. Vanessa Tang with 1 flash and 3 bonus, but in 4 attempts. And Li Ting with 2 tops in 6 attempts and 3 bonuses in 5 attempts.
So we're gonna see the exciting replay from these finals. And of course, join us again very quickly for the prize presentation as everyone cheers on their favorite climbers. It's Dennis.
So we really want to thank our organizers, NTU Outdoor Adventure Club, in collaboration with University Mountaineering Club. Without them, we will not have this exciting competition, Pumpfest 2017. And also thanks to our official climbing partner, Onsight Climbing Gym, as well as RSB, their online store, for providing support for this event. And this live stream is brought to you by Live Studio.
So make sure you like the videos and of course subscribe, because you're gonna get event reminders, and for the upcoming competitions we're gonna bring you all the exciting highlights. And of course, once again, we're gonna thank all of you here with us at Pumpfest 2017. This is Hui Jun.
And this is Patrice.
And we're gonna bring you even more exciting videos coming up from Live Studios and of course on site.
So right now we are waiting for the prize presentation.
So the prize presentation for the team event as well as U17, the strong climbers from under 17, the novice, the inter and the open. So make sure you're gonna click like for all your climbers right out there, and just hang on for us as we bring you the top contenders for all these climbers. Also, you can check out the results on the live feed score on pumpfest.crimp.rock. And make sure that you have clicked like and subscribe for live studios, because we're going to bring you very, very interesting climbs up next within this month and as well as the next month. All of us here at Pumpfest 2017, it's been a very, very long 4 days. Very, very interesting 4 days too. Very exciting routes, very, very exciting events going on. Company's Hub. And brought to you by Onsight and Pumpfest. And of course the organizers, NTU ODAC and NTU UMC. So be sure you be here at the prize presentation happening very, very shortly.
So
We'll see you very, very soon.
Team Onsight is just setting up right there, making sure that our podium will be good. So just stay tuned and stick with us. And we'll be right back.
I enjoy coming to Onsight because the routes are pretty world class. We've got some world class setters over here. We've got
New people setting different routes, so everything is so fresh and challenging.
We really like the routes here because they're really challenging.
I do really like the climbs here, the leading.
Yes, they are very strong climbers, where they are accepting to new climbers too. So it's a big family.
We kind of help each other get better in a way, whether it's mentally or physically.
You get to learn new stuff every day, because every day is a new experience.
Singapore being the crossroad of many culture makes this place a great place to come, train of course, but also mingle with other people.
That's where you realize that, oh, this is actually quite cool. Like, that's how friendships build.
Climbing is actually a good community. I mean, the people here, they enjoy climbing together, spend time together. I mean, you can make friends with just a random person right now. It's pretty cool.
I think the moves here are like really powerful, and or you get like these really small holes. It's the best feeling ever.
You feel like you're like on top of the world.
The more challenging it is, the more I want to take it on.
The adrenaline rush, it feels great and very rewarding. That you push yourself to the end, even though you can't make it, but you still push yourself.
It's very refreshing to see how enthusiastic people are about climbing.
I just love the movement, I guess. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I really love it here.
this gym has a certain kind of people, special attraction to certain group of people who are really psyched. People like this one. Unlimited power and energy.
And they really, literally, they're building the scene here, which is amazing because it's something you only get the chance to witness once.
Cool, man.
すいません。
いや、黒い服に合わせてこれですよ。東京粉末のブラックはもう何でも合いますよ。
最近流行ってるって聞いてこれですかね。
私も
東京粉末仲間みんな友達
if you are still right here joining us. So right now we are having our prize presentation and we will be starting with our U17. So we have Ben from Onsight Climbing Gym to give out our prizes.
We are looking at our U17 girls.
If the goodie bag is so exciting with all the strength bands as well as powder, I want to see what the prizes are for all the events. So you gotta see our primary sponsors, Tokyo Powder Industries, as well as Sangman. And of course, Ben.
International School Year 7, we have Ben S and Anya.
So right now, coming in third, Van and SN Anya from International School Year 7 for the U17.
Coming in tops from
For second place, we have Yim Lamai Yosita from Assumption College Tomburi.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen,
And from the same place, Assumption College Tomburi, we also have our Renruson Patama. So these are our young athletes, young but really
Definitely
strong.
young, up and coming. Probably gonna see a few familiar faces such as them in the upcoming Olympics around, and of course our World Cups around. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed as we see the regional climbers fight it out for top position.
Really job well done by our U17 girls right here. They look really happy. It really makes me happy to see a younger generation coming up, invested in this sport.
And just all smiles right there. Very,
So
very
cute.
good right there.
So our participants will receive prizes such as, you see, Tokyo Powder Industries chalk
And of course,
Tenaya
the
climbing
shoes.
shoes. Yes.
Very, very nice shoes. Wow.
She's just shaking the box, wondering what's inside.
It's gonna be even better for the next climb. It's Tenaya climbing shoes. Well tailored to suit the professionals.
Alright, big round of applause for our U17 girls right now.
Once again, that's the U17. We have Ben and Anya, and of course Imla Mai. And coming in first again, of course, is Aran Nathan from Thailand. And following is the U17 boys. Coming in on the third place is Poxacon. Poxacon is from Assumption College, Thonburi, running from Thailand. And of course, Dylan from UWC SEA. Really all smiles right there. And of course, Springfield Secondary School, Alex Ho. So the U17 finalists and of course the podium finishers are instantly promoted to the novice category, and looking dashing right there. These climbers are gonna make the life difficult for the novice men coming up.
Yeah.
Just more and more of these really strong climbers joining in. Just Dylan. And of course the top winner, Alex, from Springfield Secondary School. And of course a pair of shoes again. Those pairs of shoes are really comfortable.
I mean, there are so many competitions coming up, you would need those new shoes.
Yeah, all the training and climbing around, you're gonna need new shoes. And as you say, good shoes bring you a long way.
Yes, definitely.
Is that all? Okay, another big round of applause for
Big round of
U17
applause
boys
for the
finalists.
U17 boys as well as the U17
Three
girls.
positions,
And
my God, so
following
strong.
now,
So up next is
we will
the
be
novice
having
women
the
category.
novice women.
So
Novice
once
women
again,
top
get ready to
3
put your hands
who will
together
be
for
instantly promoted to
coming in
the
third
inter
place,
category.
coming from.
So for the
Alright, sorry, we
novice
have a change
women,
of guest of honor. I'm so sorry. So right now we are invite our very own French route setter and climber Cedric.
So Cedric, one of the route setters that came here for Pumpfest 2017, will be giving out the prizes for our novice podium winners.
University, Letitia Lee.
So on third place, we have Letitia Lee from James Cook University. Coming in second would be Jamie Teo from Tampines Junior College. And from Outram Secondary School, coming in first, we have Ayesha Johnstone.
Outram Secondary School, Ayesha Johnstone.
really young climber making the slightly older ones run for their money. Wow, Aisha, young, strong climber. Definitely a lot of potential right there.
Yeah.
Making life going to be difficult for the interns coming
Yeah.
up. And probably very soon gonna see her in the open. Not gonna be surprising because as she continues to grow and thrive in the climbing community. As well as Jamie, she's actually a really strong lead climber. And as well for the Letitia.
So some of them will be receiving E9 apparel.
And of course, a really nice pair of shoes from Tanaya.
Wait, Cedric, take a photo. Cedric, yes.
So, Cedric?
So they're gonna take a photo together. So I think they're gonna be seeing each other a lot more.
Yeah, definitely
upcoming
gonna see each other a lot more
competitions.
in upcoming competitions. Probably in the finals too.
Yeah.
Gonna be interesting.
Big round of applause for our novice women winners. So next is the novice men category, and coming in third place.
So for right now, we're gonna be giving our prizes for novice men final. So from Meridian Junior College, we have Muhammad Kamal. In second, we have Asabahami Sontayed from Let's Climb. And in first place, we have Tan Ting Sen from Springfield Secondary School.
Springfield Secondary School is killing it right now.
Yeah.
Doing very well with the podium finishes. So young and really strong. So, things
So
good.
the novice category is top by secondary school students. Wow.
The novice category, interesting is all of them are actually secondary school students.
Yeah.
Making it really a run for all the novice men, as all these young climbers dominate the final. And let's see their progress in the inter. Very interesting.
So they received prizes from Tokyo Powder Industries, E9 apparel, and Tenaya climbing shoes.
Really cool right there.
Finalists, winners. Okay, so after novice is our intermediate category.
Up next is the intermediate category winners. All the intermediate category podium finishers would immediately be promoted to open.
Yes.
The most competitive ones, the open. Gonna see even more strong contenders right there. And that's Diana. Diana coming in third from Meridian Junior College, really young climber. As well as Joey from SUTD. And of course, Suiza Young from NUS. Great comeback from Suiza.
Yes, from her injury, really awesome.
Yes, it's a huge accomplishment for her after her long comeback.
Yeah.
Let's see how she gonna figure it out at the open.
So looking forward to be climbing with her. Yes. So looking forward to climbing with
So
all these people.
you cannot slack anymore. No more slacking for you. NUS. So actually NUS is organizing the upcoming Boulder Active competition. Gonna see a lot of very strong climbers coming up. Of course, all these climbers making the open more and more competitive, more and more interesting.
So
Of course, Diana is all smiles, and Riza, and of course Joey.
Okay, big round of applause again for our winners.
Very strong climber.
Women, now it's the intermediate men coming in third place from Outram Secondary School.
So for intermediate men, for third place we have Luke Wen Pin Go from Outram Secondary School. And from Springfield Secondary School we have Eldon Yo. And all the way from Thailand, Wat Sai School, Teraphon Bonde.
Yeah, so once again, it's dominated by secondary school students.
Yeah, I think all the teenagers right here.
Luke and Eldon, as well as Therapon. All of them just getting younger and younger, so it makes me wonder what the rest of us are gonna do. But don't be daunted.
So
it's
don't
not
forget, this is intermediate men final prize presentation. This is not U17.
Yeah, it's really interesting because none of us should be daunted just because they're young. Because
Yeah,
climbing is
definitely.
really for everybody. You can always do a lot of different disciplines in climbing around. And our top sponsors are Tokyo Powder Industries, as well as E9 Apparel, and of course Tanaya, all proudly brought to you by Onsight. The Pumpfest 2017. And a very nice pose right there from our chief route setter, Cedric. And that's it for the inter-categories, the males and females. And of course, the most exciting event of the day was the open finals. Everyone was raring to see the open finals. It was all about the attempts and the bonuses and just moving, inching towards the top. From third place is Puncharica, coming all the way from Chiang Mai rock climbing. And this is not the end of what we're going to see from her. She's going to be in a lot more competitions coming up. And of course, Vanessa Tang from Kinetics as well as SMU, coming in second. And the crowd pleaser of the day, Shi Li Ting, with a really impressive route on the second route. Oh, just a little slip up of there. There's Li Ting, coming in first from Climb Asia. Just really familiar faces. Yeah. But the next round, they're going to have a lot more contenders as we see new climbers coming in. It's a whole different ball game. So join us on our live studios. We're going to bring you a lot more interesting events coming up. So click the subscribe button and of course give us a like. And we will be bringing you more exciting events upcoming.
Really happy for our Open Women winners.
But Vanessa is so tall. She's like tiptoeing just to get to, and she's still level with the rest of them. But it really shows how different people with different body sizes and shapes are able to overcome problems. So everybody is unique, and this uniqueness defines what you are on the wall. And then
finally we will have Open Men Finals prize presentation. Coming in third, we have Takizu Kifli from Camp 5, All Sports Equipment and Mass Project team.
Okay, right now is we will take a break for the open category first. We left out the team category.
Hold on. So we will hold on for the open men
because the exciting stuff is always at the back. So just a little more, we're gonna thank all the climbers from the team events. And once again, showing up for the team event is Team Rigu from Genevieve with Tiara, Austin, and Aisha. So once again, we see Alex taking a place of his friend.
So cute, Austin one side.
So right
Once again, they're all really young climbers.
Yeah.
Just fighting to be in front. Very, very cute right there. Definitely a lot of potential. You see Gerald and Alex.
So right now we are waiting for the next team to come up.
And I'm waiting for the team event. Actually happened yesterday at Saturday. So they actually fought it out with more than 30 teams to come in top. So what happens is ladies actually get double points. And while the men get 1 point.
So this next team coming in second, we have Chicken Shawarma. Very funny name. So in this team we have Lorian C. Cosette, Dylan Lau, Beatrice Sturm, and Alia V. So two of them are here to represent the team. And in first place we have Team Batu. So it's composed of Li Shu Mi Unai, Marcus Tan, Chin Kang-yi, Cheryl Michelle Chang.
So you can see that their strategy is to have as many goals as possible in the team to get double points.
Yeah.
So Team Batu is definitely in it to win it. And it's really interesting to see all these climbers. Very, very strong climbers. So I guess even in team, gotta strategize on who you have in your team because every team is allowed maximum of 2 inter-climbers. And at least one climber of the opposite gender. So we see how they have strategized their own team members such that each team has at least 2 ladies so that you can win double points.
So all these prizes are brought to you by Tokyo Powder Industries, E9 Apparel, as well as Tenaya Climbing Shoes. So if you want to get some for yourself, you can always buy one. You can go visit rsb.sg to get your own climbing gears, or maybe join the next competition, win it, and get some prizes for yourself. Right, they're just crouching.
Just really crowd pleasing right there. And waiting for the really exciting open finals. Yeah. Whenever I look at the open finals, I just think to myself, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
I mean, much as we see the IFSC Cups and World Cups going on right now, we think to ourselves that they're a distance away. You can't really relate to them, but when you look at it with your own eyes, it just brings a different world to yourself. You just see things so differently. You don't have to see far away to our World Cups and IFSC. Just on your home ground, we have really strong climbers around.
So right now for Open Man Finals, so for third place we have Taki Zulkifli representing Camp 5, All Sports Equipment and Mass Project Team. Also representing All Sports Equipment, Climeric and Physio Kit. Coming in second we have Dennis Chua, and in first place representing Climeric, Asher Gavin. So really give it to these guys who really climb really strong to give us a good show.
Yeah, it's very defining that Gavin tops the 2 tops and 2 bonuses in 2 attempts. So that's 2 flashes for him. Really impressive. And of course Dennis with his impressive show on the second route with that crimp.
Yeah.
And of course Taki and his finger to the crimp right there.
Yeah.
I think for the next few days will be the talk of the town, all the crimps around. And we're going to see a lot more of them coming up soon. Definitely not going to end here because Pumpfest is just the start. And all the exciting competitions coming up.
They're receiving prizes from Tokyo Powder Industry, E9 Apparel and Tanaya Climbing Shoes.
All these really strong climbers.
So all our prize presentation has been given to all the prize winners.
So this is the end of Pumpfest 2017, but this is not the end for the climbing season. Make sure you subscribe to Live Studios Photography. We're going to bring you a lot of exciting events coming up, including the Asian Youth Championships, as well as Boulder Active, and of course Transcend, which is going to be happening very soon, and as well as a competition by SIM. And once again, we'd like to thank all of you right here with us at Pumpfest, as well as our event organizers, NTU UMC, NTU ODEC, as well as NTU UMC, Tokyo Powder Industries, Onsight, and E9, and of course RSB for all these very well organized events. So we'll see you again very soon. This is Hui Jun,
and this is Patrice,
and we're gonna see you again. Bye
bye.
I enjoy coming to Onsight because the routes are pretty world class. We got some world class setters over here. We got
New people setting different routes, so everything is so fresh and challenging.
We really like the routes here because they're really challenging.
I do really like the climbs here, the leading.
Yes, they are very strong climbers, where they are accepting to new climbers too. So it's a big family.
We kind of help each other get better in a way, whether it's mentally or physically.
You get to learn new stuff every day, because every day is a new experience.
Singapore being the crossroad of many culture makes this place a great place to come, train of course, but also mingle with other people.
That's where you realize that, oh, this is actually quite cool. Like, that's how friendships build.
Climbing is actually a good community. I mean, the people here, they enjoy climbing together, spend time together. I mean, you can make friends with just a random person right now. It's pretty cool.
I think the moves here are like really powerful and or you get like these really small holes. Best feeling ever.
You feel like you're like on top of the world.
It's
the more challenging it is, the more I want to take it on.
The adrenaline rush, it feels great and very rewarding. And you push yourself to the end, even though you can't make it, but you still push yourself.
It's very refreshing to see how enthusiastic people are about climbing.
I just love the movement, I guess. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I really love it here. This gym has a certain kind of people, special attraction to certain group of people who are really psyched. People like this one. Unlimited power and energy.
And they really, literally, they're building the scene here, which is amazing because it's something you only get the chance to witness once.
Cool, man.
すいません。
いや、黒い服に合わせてこれですよ。東京粉末のブラックはもう何でも合いますよ。
最近流行ってるって聞いてこれですかね。
私も
東京粉末仲間、みんな友達。